Hello and welcome to Asia Now. In this video, I'll tell you about an Australian man found unresponsive in a hotel room in the Philippines. Makati police deny a rise in crimes against Japanese. Can Donald Trump stop the clashes between Thailand and Cambodian border? Plus much more. And you've spoken and I've listened. You may have noticed we're back to the usual format. A lot of you guys in the comment section said you prefer this way. Plus, to be honest, I do as well. So thank you for sharing your thoughts. And I do appreciate your feedback. If it wasn't because you, I would not be able to be a YouTuber. So thank you guys for the feedback. Let's jump straight into our main topic. But first, a quick look at our viewer favorite, the USD to Peso exchange rate. Right now, $1 equal to 59.21, remaining above the 59 mark, which I think we can all appreciate if we are Westerners and spending in the Philippines. A 55-year-old Australian national identified as Sean O'Connor was found unresponsive inside his hotel room in Barangay Basidiot, Mualboal, Cebu on the afternoon of December 5th. O'Connor had been living in the area for almost 9 years, according to the people familiar with the situation. The incident was reported to the police around 4:54 p.m. shortly after a resort staff member discovered him. The staff member regularly checked O'Connor and brought him meals. Earlier that day, breakfast had been delivered as usual, and when the staff member returned in the afternoon, O'Connor was found not alive, laying inside the hotel room. Tourist police responded first, followed by local authorities and medical personnel. A doctor from Mualboal, a rural health unit, later declared O'Connor deceased at the scene. According to investigators, an autopsy conducted on December 7th showed that O'Connor suffered a ruptured blood vessel in the head. The case was classified as natural passing. The officers noted that O'Connor had recently experienced a fall down a staircase, which caused injuries to his head and back, leaving him mostly bedridden. He reportedly did not have a full-time caregiver, relying instead on the nearby resort attendant who would bring him food out of concern. Police said O'Connor had been separated from his wife and was living alone at the time. As of December 9th, authorities confirmed that his remains had been returned over to his wife, who arranged for the body to be brought to a funeral home following the autopsy. First thing, good to know it wasn't something criminal and this was natural causes. May he rest in peace, and kind of sad to know in the later stages of your life, if you don't have a proper caregiver, you're solely relying on the kindness of attendants at a resort. Staying in the Philippines, Makati police rejected reports claiming a spike in crimes targeting Japanese nationals and Japanese-run businesses in Little Tokyo, calling the allegations exaggerated and unsupported. Officials said robbery cases involved Japanese complaints were far fewer than online claims, and that almost all reported incidents had already been solved. Police continue nightly patrols credited by local restaurateurs for improving safety, and noted that some complaints sent to foreign institutions couldn't be verified because the complainants refused to join a follow-up investigation. Since late 2024, Makati has increased patrols, monitoring, and coordinating with businesses. Both the police and the city government stressed that Makati remains one of the safest cities in the Philippines and reported no crimes involving Japanese nationals or establishments since October. Okay, well, the report isn't based on just since October. This is since the past 2 years, 22 incidences of robberies and other crimes against Japanese. What do you guys think? You guys think it's overblown, this whole safety concerns against Japanese? Or do you think based on the fact that the Japanese nationals didn't want to follow up with an investigation and do the proper way of going through the judicial system for it to be a crime? Leave your thoughts down below. Anything you want to share, I'd love to hear. And then the Bureau of Immigration Philippines on Wednesday reported the arrest of a 50-year-old Chinese national at the NAIA Terminal 1 over alleged involvement in illegal business operations in the Philippines. The foreigner, identified as Shi Shuakuan, was intercepted on December 5th while attempting to leave the country. The BI said Shi was the subject of information relayed by the Senate Committee on Agriculture, Food, and Whatever Reform through Office of Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan, which indicated that she and other foreign nationals were allegedly connected to smuggling operations run through entities they had established in their country. This is the dude that's bringing in those bootleg onions, those red onions that are so pricey, carrots and whatnot, the veggies and all that. So this is one of those kind of guys just involved in shady business in the Philippines, bringing in products without doing the proper, going through the proper steps in the chain of command, ensuring that they are legit, they are safe for consumers and all that, and just flooding the market with too much onion probably. Okay, now let's go to Thailand. The U.S. President Donald Trump has announced plans to intervene via phone call as border clashes between Thailand and Cambodia enter a third day, resulting in reported casualties on both sides. Artillery fire has impacted civilian areas, including hospitals and Suli province. Surin province. Thai officials expressed skepticism regarding a third-party mediation, while Cambodia indicated a willingness to negotiate. The renewed fighting follows the collapse of a July ceasefire and accusations regarding landmine placement. Citing safety concerns, Cambodia has also withdrawn from the Southeast Asian Games of 2025. A tense situation between the two countries. This is an ongoing situation for centuries. What do you think? The U.S. president can actually do something about this with this phone call? Or do you think this just goes far deeper than a simple phone call?
And I hate to say this, one named Cambodia, Thailand, and it started up today. Tomorrow I'll have to make a phone call, and I think they'll get it. Who else could say, I'm going to make a phone call and stop a war?
Another story from Thailand. A Russian national has been detained by immigration police near a beach in Pattaya for overstaying his visa. The man had been living on the streets for several months without shelter, money, or functional passport. Authorities found him in poor health and moved him to a police station for care and stabilization. His family confirmed he suffers from mental health issues. Officials are now coordinating with his family to organize his return home for medical treatment, which involves verifying identity and arranging emergency travel papers due to his damaged passport. I guess for this guy, it's better to be homeless in Thailand than at a war in Russia. Or you know what? Thailand could use him too right now. Our last story before we get to our feel-good moment of the day. 2 Indian brothers allegedly linked to a deadly nightclub fire in Goa, India, are believed to be hiding in Phuket, Thailand. Warrants have been issued in India after investigators concluded the venue had severe safety violations that contributed to multiple casualties. Thai authorities are now coordinating slowly with Indian officials to confirm the suspects' identities and determine their movements within the country. The case has reignited concerns about international fugitives using Southeast Asia as a temporary refuge from prosecutions. Extradition proceedings may advance if the men are located and positively identified, with both nations expressing commitment to cross-border cooperation. I hope they find them, and I hope that, I don't want to say what I hope happens to them, but yeah, you're going to do that and flee to Thailand and be a fugitive after being involved and responsible for 25 people losing their life because you could not provide proper safety conditions at your nightclub. Now, let's jump into something a bit more positive, at least for me anyways. I thought this was a good boy. A dog was seen well-behaved sitting in a bike basket while waiting for his owner to finish ordering takeout in an establishment in Marikina City. In the Philippines. Alright, the dog is pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. I like me some dog videos. Usually if I can't find any feel-good moments that involves humans, I usually use the closest or first dog video I see on my feed. And that's it. So no point of reading the top comments from yesterday because it was all of you guys just telling me I should get back to this format. So I'm not going to bore you with that, but thank you guys once again for that feedback. I'll see you guys tomorrow for one of these videos. Bye. Vegetable. Or whatever. Wow.